Hey, what's up everybody? Mark in Japan, back at it again here. And today I want to talk to you guys about some fun facts about Japan you probably didn't know, or maybe you don't really know everything about. Alright, so let's get started. So, starting out, Japan really doesn't have names for all their streets. So the only streets in Japan that have names are their big streets. So your little tiny streets or your blocks don't have names. They only have numbers past your big streets, like your Route 58, and then the roads off of that. Some of them, if as long as they're bigger, will have a name, like Kokusaidori or Misato Odori, or you'll have like Route 330. So whenever you're trying to give your address in Japan, it goes by, you'll tell them your area in the city that you live, and then your block will also have a number, and then your house has a number. You can think of it as just filing down everything smaller and smaller increments till you actually can find your house. Fact 2. In Japan, schools don't have janitors, and so that means that cleaning is part of the curriculum in almost all schools. So you get your high schoolers have to clean their classrooms every day. Everybody has tasks to clean, and I think it's very unique to Japan, and I think it really helps these students like build a more pride in their school, and then like more of a understanding of, we have to keep this clean because I don't want to have to clean up this mess. I don't want to make a big mess and then have to clean it up. I think that would be something that would be really good to be implemented in, schools in the West for sure, like in the States, because I'm pretty sure I made one or two messes just because I knew I didn't have to clean it up, and some custodian was going to come by and mop up and stuff like that. I think if I had to clean up even 25% of the time or something like that, I probably wouldn't have made half the big messes I did whenever I was in high school or junior high. I would have thought more about brushing all my eraser crumbs on the floor. So that's just something that I think is really cool about Japan and how they handle their education system. A little slightly different. Fun fact number 3. So there are more elderly people in Japan than there are kids. This is pretty crazy because Japan does have very long living people, but at the same time, people aren't having a lot of children. So, as a result of that, Japan's population is decreasing quite a bit. So much so that they sell more adult diapers now than they do infant diapers. This is actually really easy to see if you go out and about in Japan. If you go to the grocery store, you go to the beach, you can even go just walk around the mall, you'll see that there's a lot of elderly people. Crazy fact number 4, here in Japan they have 1,500 earthquakes a year. Yes, the big 1,500 earthquakes a year. That's because Japan sits on the Pacific Rim, just nothing but constant movement of tectonic plates. They have a lot of these areas where these plates are just moving constantly, so much so that you can you'll go there, and if you can really know your center of gravity, you can feel the plate moving underneath you a little bit. But most of these earthquakes, though, in Japan, nobody can really feel them. Like, people don't. Machines only detect them slightly. Things like that. Moving on. Fact number 5. So, number 5. Japan has the most vending machines in the entire world. And whenever I say this, I mean literally, it's ridiculous. Japan has a crazy amount of vending machines. It makes no sense. And they have them for literally anything you could think of that you need at any time. There is something you can get out of a vending machine. It's crazy. You can get eggs, you can get milk, you can get coffee, you can get drinks, obviously. Okay, so you can get shirts, you need underwear, you can go to the vending machine, you can get it. You need a snack, or you need a hot meal, you can get hot fries. You can get they call them American dogs here, but a corn dog. Crazy. You can even get rice balls out of vending machines. You can get ice cream out of vending machines. This is ridiculous, but I love it. Japan makes it so convenient. I don't smoke, but you can go and get cigarettes out of vending machines. It's ridiculous. I've only seen one of these though. You can even get tools out of vending machines. So if you're just a late night worker and your tool breaks, you're like, oh no, the hardware store's closed. Bam, head to the vending machine. Get yourself your screwdriver, your pliers. You can go and get your hammer that you need. All good products most of the time, and then it'll be sponsored by like one company, so pretty cool. All right, bonus. Our last one. So in Japan, everybody knows that we eat raw fish, and it's delicious. But did you know also in Japan we eat raw horse? Yes, you heard me correctly. We eat raw horse. I know it's a little strange if you don't live in an Eastern Bloc country, but it's actually really good. It's full of iron. It's super good for pregnant women. But I mean, I personally grew up as having horses and riding horses. It makes me a little sad to think back that my horse I used to ride and then now I'm eating horse. It's hard to live with sometimes, but if horse meat wasn't so good, it'd be even harder to live with. That's the sad thing. If you come to Japan, I highly recommend you go out, you find a place where you can get some raw horse. It'll be a dish that blows your mind how simple and delicious it is. Alright everybody, that was my fun / crazy facts about Japan. I want you to subscribe, I want you to comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.